Hi everybody, here's a quick little video on a simple way to help save the planet and save 84% on your electrical bill. This, how did I get in there? This document is about a page and a half long, and I'll go through it and read it to you. Feel free to pause it at any time so you can stop and read, at your own pace. Anyways, I did some quick exploring online and found a place that sells 75 watt equivalent LED light bulbs, 12 pack for $10 at Walmart. And here's the link. I will put in the link in the description below so you can just click on it. And this place has free shipping, so you don't have to worry about that. If you use Honey, you get 1% off your purchase. And also if you use Capital One Shopping, you get 2% off your purchase. So altogether, 3% of $10 would be, 3 cents? I mean, nothing spectacular. But anyways, this would work out to about 83 cents a bulb. These consume 6.3 watts versus the regular incandescent light bulbs, which consume 75 watts. So let's do some comparisons. If you swap out 24 old incandescent light bulbs with 24 LED bulbs, same wattage equivalent, let's see what can come of this. Buying a 2-pack of LED bulbs will run you about $20 if you don't use the Google extensions. Shipping is free. The total amount of watts these light bulbs will need to run. This will be 1,800 watts per hour for 24 regular 75 watt light bulbs, and versus the 151.2 watts per hour for 24 regular 6.3 watt light bulbs. Let's say half of your lights are on for 8 hours a day on average. This would be 14,400 watts of power for the 75 watt light bulb. So again, this is the 24, let's see. So 2-pack would be 24 bulbs. So you're swapping out 24 incandescent light bulbs with 24 LED light bulbs. So you're going from 75 watts down to 66.3 watts per bulb. So let's say on average your lights in your house are on for 8 hours a day. This would be the 14,400 watts of power. The same scenario would be 1,209.6 watts for 8 hours. The average kilowatt per hour for Michigan is $17.79 for 1 kilowatt hour. Here's my reference. I'm sure it's going to be different where you live. It's even different from from place to place in Michigan. So feel free to substitute in your own value here. As a quick reference, 1 kilowatt is 1,000 watts. Not a lot of people know that. I thought I would just throw it in really quick. So the 75 watt light bulb would cost about 3.4 cents a day for the 8-hour average. The 6.3 watt bulb would cost about 30 cents a day for the 8-hour average. 30 days a month multiplied by 3.4, which would be $3.40 a day, would equal $102 a month for the 75 watt light bulbs if you replaced 24 incandescent with 24 LED bulbs. That's the scenario we were talking about up here. And again, the price is $10 for 12, $20 for 24. Here's a link where you can buy it. Scrolling on back. So if you did that, 30 days a month multiplied 30 cents a day would equal $9 a month for 6.3 watt light bulbs. So instead of $102 a month, it's $9 a month. Just with that one change. Basically, it's 84% cheaper to run LED light bulbs. The bulbs would pay for themselves within 6 days. It's a little bit less than 6 days. It's like 5 days, 16 hours, some crap like that. But I just rounded up to 6 days. And the LED bulbs are supposed to last 22 years versus the 125 days on average with the incandescents. That's about 3 incandescents a year times 22 years, which is the length a LED bulb is supposed to last, is 66 changes per 1 incandescent light bulb. So that's 66 times you would have to purchase a light bulb for the length of time that you could get one 83-cent light bulb to last. This alone would be worth it, but it would also cut your electrical your electrical bill by 84%. As I stated, the bulbs would pay for themselves within 6 days in the electrical costs alone. I didn't figure out how much savings would be with the information above, but I mean, you would have to buy 3 incandescents a year per bulb, and you would have to change them out 66 times in the average length that a LED bulb would last. So let's look at the kilowatts on a larger scale. I have another quote here from CNBC. I did a Google search for how many light bulbs are in the US, and it came back with 42 billion incandescents. I'm not going to worry about the CFLs for now, so I'm just not going to worry about that. So we're dealing with just the strictly the incandescent light bulbs and the LEDs. So for rounding down purposes, I made my numbers 4 billion. So let's say in theory we could swap out 4 billion incandescents for 4 billion LEDs. But if we were to do that alone, it would save 84% of the costs across America. The consumer would have their investments paid off within 6 days, have the same amount of light from the same light bulb as they would from the old light bulbs, and it would last 66 times longer. This would plummet the cost of electricity due to the law of supply and demand. The demand would significantly drop, leading to a much higher supply. Let me scroll down here, which would therefore be cheaper to sell electricity to the consumer. This could, in theory, reduce rolling blackouts and brownouts almost entirely, and it would put significantly less strain on the country's electrical grid. This example isn't new. This is just kind of my take on it. I'm sure you've seen many other examples of people saying you should swap out LEDs for regular light bulbs. The numbers might be different, price to price, you can read that. But if we had 4 billion incandescents use 75 watts, let's see, I'm sorry, I just read that wrong. But if 4 billion incandescents use 75 watts of power, this equals 300 billion kilowatt hours. That's 300 billion kilowatt hours every hour versus the LEDs, which would use 25.2 billion, which is a savings again of 84%, while the consumer would save 84% on their utilities every month, and their investment would be paid off within 6 days of their purchase and installing the lights. So it's literally a win-win for everyone. Everyone, not sorry, I said that wrong. For everybody in the whole entire world if they wanted to partake in this. But I'm focusing just kind of on the U.S. because I can find the numbers a little bit easier. So this has been a simple way to help save the planet and cut down on your electrical bill by 84%. Hope you enjoyed the video.